小红书好像自动让我参加活动了嘛，变成了14天不打烊派对。不知道，现在突然间出现一个你好，I think Red Note right now already knows that I am very fond of all sorts of different activities or different campaigns. So that's why somehow they just put me into those campaigns, which is terrific, which is terrific. And I do not need to let them know that I want to participate, and they're already asking me to participate. So, hi, Jane. Hi. Hello. Hi, everyone. Okay. Or I might just go. Okay. Yeah. So, welcome everyone. For those of you who are new in here, just so you know that I just started my live stream, and if possible, you guys could follow me. And also, there's another thing you could do, which is to join my followers club, and that is the the kind of chat group that is on top right corner. Hi, Steve. Hello. Hi, everyone. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So how do I look? Yeah. It was interesting that when I first started this live stream, I was not paying attention to my look at all. A second. I was not paying attention to the look at all. And so when I first started the live stream, I don't know if you guys could still see the replay, but somehow I was just wearing my pajamas and started the live stream, like really didn't take it seriously and just started, and was like quite interesting that like even though I did not really dress up, somehow there are a lot of people in here. I guess that's because they do give you some like new joiners benefits, like as someone who's new to this live stream platform, that they would just give you some of this like new joiners benefits. So that's why like when I first started this live stream, even though I did not really do anything, like did not really dress up, not like nowadays, right? Still I have lots of traffic at the very beginning. Yeah, but somehow like since I've been doing it for quite some time, it's been at least like 3 months, I think. And somehow I have so many people just come in basically every single day, and somehow I started to just take it so seriously, and every morning wake up, well, even though I did not spend a lot of time to dress up myself, but definitely would, just make some hair and also do some like tiny bit of makeup, and also put on all the errands, and also try to wear some beautiful clothes. Yeah, that's all. But down below, it's all still pajamas. Just, just FYI. Yeah, it's usually the top. It's like pretty fancy, good looking, but down below it's just pajamas. Yeah. So sometimes that's why, like when I was sharing with people about like some Chinese medicine ways to treat yourself well, what are the things you could do? Sometimes I really want to stand up to show people, but since I'm wearing pajamas down below, so that's why like I couldn't really stand up because the top part would just look so different from the bottom part. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Um, yeah. How's everyone? How are you, my friend? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Christina, for joining my team. Yeah. How are everyone? Yeah. Uh-huh. How are everyone? Okay. Tell me in the comment. Let's have some interactions today. Okay. Tell me in the comment. How are everyone? Yeah, tell me in the comments. We need to have more interactions today. Yeah, we definitely need to have more interaction today. Going to get on with some projects. I'm good. What kind of projects? Yeah. Hi, Christina. Yeah. I'm okay. Just now seeing, hearing you. Oh, I'm coming to China for school. Oh, really? How old are you? Which school are you coming? Like university or like junior, senior high school? Like what kind of school are you coming in here to China? Yeah. I remember back then when I was in my senior high school, there were a lot of like interchange exchange kind of programs. Well, it's usually not exchange, it's more of like foreign schools would just come to visit our senior high school. I remember back then there was a German school. So lots of German students would come to our senior high school and it was so interesting. Just so you guys know, okay? So in our senior high school, so something very special about Chinese senior high school, which is here in China, we would do one thing every single morning. We would go out to do some morning exercise. So which means like all the students here in China would just go out to the playground. So we usually all have a playground and somehow we would all just come to the playground and start to do like a morning exercise, and the kind of morning exercise we do are all the same. So it's more like a dancing, but it's not like dancing. It's like exercise. It's like how to say, it's like 健美操. How to say 健美操? I'm good, my friend. How are you? How to say 健美操? Yeah, I have a phone with me today, so easier to check. Yeah, 健美操怎么说? Wait, cannot translate. Why? 有没有开题？Yeah, 来了。为什么 cannot translate? Try again. Why? How to say 健美操啊，同志们，有谁可以帮我一下吗？重启一下手机。I'm gonna restart my phone. Somehow it's not working. Yeah, so we have this kind of thing. So like everyone will have to play a kind of dance, but not so much like a dance. But yeah. And somehow like we just do that every single morning. It was pretty eye-opening experience to all the German students because somehow aerobics. Yeah. My friend, thank you, Power. Yeah, aerobics. Yeah. Do you often play ball? What kind of ball are you talking about? Well, I don't. No matter what kind of ball it is, I don't often play ball. Yeah, so aerobics. So like we have the kind of like aerobics that is for like junior high school students and also senior high school students. So like every single morning, all the students in our senior high school, well, across the entire country, I think, like for every country, to be honest, I think. Well, if there are Chinese friends in here, 有中国的宝宝，你可以有没有谁？如果说哈，你的这个高中的时候是早上不跳广播体操的，在评论区里面说，大家是不是都跳广播体操？Like in my impression, like literally every single person here in China, when they were in their junior high school or they were in their senior high school, they all have this thing, which is like aerobics. Like every single morning, I think it's around like 7:30, right, my friend? Around like 7:30, like it's the time that everyone needs to come downstairs to playground, and according to classes there are a specific spot that you will need to stand, and you stand in your spot, and when the music starts you have to just play, you have to just to start to dance the aerobics. Yeah. How many of Chinese friends have done it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are many Chinese friends in here who have done that, who have experienced that. I'm actually so curious to know if there's anyone who has not done it before. Yeah, so type 1 if you have done it, type 2 if you haven't done it. I'm pretty sure everyone here who are Chinese must have done it. 就是以前上高中或者上初中的时候，这个早上广播体操，每天早上在学校里面要做广播体操的扣一，如果不需要做广播体操的扣二。Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think everyone would just type one for those of people who are from China. So that's why it was so funny back then. Like in our senior high school, we have friends like German students from a German school coming to China, come to our senior high school, and try to experience, I think, a week's life in our senior high school. So that's why like they're gonna attend our morning aerobic session together with us, and also like they have also their own classes that is in English, not like ours. Ours is in Chinese, right? Something like so. They have like several days journey here in Shanghai. It was so fun that everyone, when every one of them, when they were watching all of us doing aerobics in the morning, everyone was basically doing it, and there were like PE teachers who would teach us how to dance the aerobics specifically, and try to teach us how to dance it very accurately. It was so funny, and all the German students were like, what are you guys doing? Oh my God, this is fancy. And they were like, oh, they were all like that. We're like, oh, it's amazing. And because we have like so many people, right? They were just seeing like so many people on the same playground, and everyone was doing the very same aerobics. It was so funny. Yeah. So, can teach me Chinese. What are the Chinese are you looking for? I'm UK. Oh, thank you. Hi, my friend from UK. Yeah, that's really great. Everyone getting together. But you know what? One of the things with all the teenagers was that teenagers were very shy. So back then in senior high school, even though in PE class, like the teacher would teach us how to dance the aerobics, what is the standard move? Like, oh, where should you put your hand? Where should you put your legs? Where should you put your arms? Somehow, like everyone is so shy. Like everyone, even though we know how to do it so accurately, everyone's just doing it like randomly, because somehow like if you do it so seriously, it is considered to be quite face losing. It was like pretty fun. So back then I remember in senior high school when those German exchange students came to our school, and then I'm not so sure, like back then do we have phones? Yeah, it was quite early. If it is now, I'm pretty sure like all the German students, they would just definitely take videos of us doing aerobics all at the same time and post that on their social media. Yeah. 哎呀，这个傻逼男又来了，真的好烦啊！This guy is here again. So annoying. Yeah, but I blocked him again. Okay. Yeah. So some people every day just come to the live stream just to attack people. I mean, this person is so annoying. I mean, like, could you just do it to some other people, not to mine? Every time you just come in and I do one thing, which is to block you, what's fun about that? What's fun about that? 我觉得这个人应该不只是对我这么做. If he could do that to me, he could basically do that to everyone. So yeah, just ignore. Yeah. So going forward, I will do one thing, which is just completely ignore him. Whenever he's in here, I will just block him and then ignore him. So I feel like those kind of people are the kind of people who just want your attention. So they would continuously come to your live stream and send something that is nasty on the condition that if you just always pay attention to them. Yeah, people with some mental health issues, like they probably do not get the attention in real life, so that's why they come in here to get your attention. What's the point? I feel sorry for those. Yeah, I know, Christina. I'm pretty sure like if he does that to me, like I said, if he does that to me, he pretty much does it to everyone. So I feel those kind of people are pretty pathetic. Maybe in the real life they just don't get attention at all, like they are basically just nobody. So that's why like by doing this, by attacking people in different live streams, they get the kind of attention, even though it's not the kind of good attention, but somehow at least they get some attention. So I feel like those people are pathetic. So I guess like one way of treating those people to prevent them coming to my live stream is just to ignore them. So yeah, if tomorrow I meet this person again, I'm just gonna block him immediately without mentioning and giving any response to this person. Yeah, so they can be nice and polite. What do you mean by attackers? Like attackers come to the live stream, still be very nice and polite. I mean, like if the attackers are nice and polite, then they are not attackers. They are not scammers. Yeah. What if he changes name? It doesn't really matter if he changes name or not. It more matters is what kind of thing he sends in, Catherine? Because if he changes name and if he comes in tomorrow and he does not write anything bad, anything impolite, anything wrong, it's fine. That I welcome him to be in here by changing his name, right? But if he comes in, well, or like if he uses his same name, but he starts to interact the same way as like you guys are, that is also fine. I still welcome him. So well, it doesn't really matter what kind of username he used, as long as he's in here to attack me, then I'm just gonna block him. And yeah, when they get a point, it doesn't matter if you ignore you or not. When they get a point, it doesn't matter if you ignore them or not. Is that what you're saying? I can't block someone permanently. Well, I mean, you know what? 脸比脸盆大. Just so you know, like I don't really mind people in here to make a point, you know? So for those of you who have been in the live stream for long, you guys know that I am someone who's pretty eloquent and also pretty good at expressing myself in a pretty logical way. So I do welcome people to come in here to make a point, okay? To come in here to debate with me. It is perfectly fine that I express some of my views and people come in here and express a different opinion. That is fine. I do welcome those kind of discussions. And there are a lot of people here with extremely smart minds, sometimes like way smarter than I am. So I do consider this live stream to be quite interesting. And I enjoy the process of talking to people, especially talking to people who are able to make a point and express their views in a very polite way. So what I mean by those attackers is that they just basically come in here to say something like F your mother, you know? So that is the person I'm talking about. There was just one guy come into this live stream just now, just basically type 3 words, which is F your mother, something like that. This doesn't mean that they get a point. So that is why, like, for people like that, I will just block them immediately. Yeah, I would just block them immediately. And also, like, I feel the reason why those people do that is just to get your attention. It's not a matter of like get a point on art or what, they just want to get your attention. And well, they could just chat like normal person. Well, somehow maybe they have tried it in various different live streams. Like the most effective way is to attack the host. Somehow that is the most likely way to get the attention of the host. I feel like this might be the psychology behind that. So that's why I say that the best way to do that is ignore them. So to be honest, like I do want more interaction. And like one of the problems with me is once since I started talking, I do just read the comments a lot less than before. So that is the kind of problem I have, and I am improving on that. So I will try to interact with people as much as possible. So just feel free to write anything that is okay, that is considered to be polite in the live stream, okay? In the comment area. And I do welcome, like I said multiple times, like I do welcome any comments that is like making a point, okay? So it is perfectly fine if you hold a different opinion. That is perfectly fine. So I feel like this is the world, right? Diversity. You do different people just do have different kinds of understanding about this world, and it is because of the diversity that this world is so interesting, that our lives are so interesting, right? So people like that are either bored or unhappy. Yeah, I know. I think so too, my friend. So there is something wrong with them. Then like I shouldn't just because there's something wrong with them and I got punished. That is not right, right? I shouldn't just be the person to get the punishment for them being wrong. Yeah. 今晚8点，OK，樊家哦，来来来，我们来帮樊家小家来打个广告。今晚八点，樊达在这里首秀，欢迎各位朋友光临直播间。樊家可以的，加油哈！第一次做直播，多少可能会有一些心理负担，所以可以加油加油，OK 呀、Hi Dreamer，这个直播间是做啥的？你都不知道做啥你就关注了，非常好，非常好，Dreamer，给你点赞哈。给你点赞. Yeah. So Dreamer is asking, what is this live stream about? Okay. So this live stream is about, I have actually said multiple times, is for cross culture communication. Yeah, it's for cross culture communication. 我是中国人 OK 我是中国人 So someone is asking if I am Chinese. Just so you guys know that I am Chinese. I am 100% Chinese. I was born in China. I grew up in China. I went to university here in China. And later on, I did master's degree as overseas. And that's how I started my overseas journey. And so that's why like we had all sorts of interesting things. Yeah. 哎呦，感谢美女主播，晚上连麦慢繁达给你点关注，最少点1000粉丝，你还是很可爱，你很可爱，你很可爱，好吧，加油吧！我觉得做直播不是很容易的一件事情，所以相互鼓励吧。Yeah, Dreamer. Yeah, just chatting, just chatting. So, just so you guys know, this is like potentially one of the most international live stream room you will be able to see in Red Note. Okay, in Red Note. we have like literally people from everywhere. We have people from literally everywhere. So that's why like this is a very international live stream. So people just usually come to this live stream to know more about China. And after doing the live stream, I start to notice that this live stream is also a great window for me and also for rest of the Chinese people and also for people from all over the world to know about other people's country, other people's culture. So somehow every day we do not set topics, but somehow like every day there are just so many topics we could discuss about. And also that is like how we are able to just like continue doing it for every single day. So really nothing special, just chatting. And if there's anything you feel like chatting, just send in the comments. Okay, send in comments. I have also made a specific fan. Okay, a very interesting fan like this, which is usually when I first started live stream, I would tell people if you have any question about China, anything, just write it in comment and we will be able to answer all of that. Yeah. What area do you live? My friend went to Shenzhen last week. Oh, okay. From where, Steve? Yeah. So I'm in Shanghai. Shenzhen is also the first tier city here in China. It's a pretty interesting city. So I've been to Shenzhen a lot of times, and somehow it is a pretty interesting city. So Shenzhen is more like the Silicon Valley here in China. Okay, it's more like the Silicon Valley here in China. That is the area in China that really encourages entrepreneurship. Okay, entrepreneurship. Yeah, your ring is so beautiful. This one, thank you. Yeah, so that is the kind of Silicon Valley area in China, and that is the area in China that has lots of policies that encourages entrepreneurship. And you will notice lots of entrepreneurs would then start their companies or just move to Shenzhen to start up their business. Usually, when it is around innovations, technology, so that's why, like, when you see Shenzhen, yeah, Shenzhen, yeah, Shenzhen, yeah, Shenzhen, okay. So that's why, like, when I show Speed, like one of the biggest KOL, right? You guys know him, right? So when he came to China to have this around China tour, so Dongguan, the Silicon Valley. Well, yes, as well. Like, so these are all belong to the Guangdong province, right? Shenzhen, Dongguan, these are like Guangdong province, and somehow these are areas. Silicon Valley is also a big area, right? Inside Silicon Valley, you have like different cities, right? So also Silicon Valley here is around the Guangdong area. Somewhere you have Shenzhen, you have Dongguan. These are all like in the Silicon Valley area of China. So like when I show Speed, like I said, this KOL, like very famous KOL, one of the most famous KOL came to China, have this kind of China tour around different cities. And somehow when he was in here, he was able to travel different cities, right? And he was able to show this kind of historical sites or some like something special about each city. And you will notice that when he came to some other city, it was usually just randomly walking on the street and try to interact with the people. The Great Bay Area of China, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the richest and most innovative area in China. Not so sure about the richest. So many KOLs and so many like innovative people who are able to just come up with great ideas and making all sorts of funny videos. And somehow that's why like when he came in here, there were so many KOLs just walk onto the street, just try to bump into him and try to have some interaction with him. And that's why like you came to see that's why you got to see so many interesting videos online that during his I Show Speed's trip here in China, he had lots of fantastic and very extremely interesting and kind of abstract kind of interactions with all the KOLs in here, right? However, it was so funny that when he reached the city of Shenzhen, okay, when he reached the city in Shenzhen, it was so different. So before in other city, every city was basically just okay, going somewhere and interact with the people in here. Oh yeah, okay. So I remember back then there was someone just put on a face mask of his girlfriend and then just pops up and said, "Hey, I'm your girlfriend. I'm your girlfriend." And that guy putting on his girlfriend's mask even just kneels down and also put out a proposal ring like I'm gonna propose to you, marry me, something. It was also so funny that when this guy put on the mask of I Show Speed's girlfriend, I Show Speed even kissed him. Even kissed him. You guys definitely need to check it out. I like LC Science Tony. Yeah, me too, Steve. I like this guy so much. This guy is so funny. Like I just even though I know every video of his is like advertisement, however, I do enjoy watching his video. Like the way he's able to interact with the beginning. So usually he would have a hook at the very beginning, right? A hook of very viral videos, of very funny videos, and then he starts to interact with that viral videos, and then he later on starts his own advertisement using a very special accent that was so funny, right? But so like from okay, back to the topic about iShowSpeed, right? So iShowSpeed also was able to meet Tony when he's during his trip in Shenzhen, I think. Yeah, so yeah, he's such a legend. I completely agree. And also there's a Chinese Trump. Yeah, there's do you guys see it? 叫什么瑞哥，什么英文瑞哥还是什么? Like when he talks like he's like so Chinese, like everything looks like Chinese. As a matter of fact, he doesn't really look like this American boss, right? So somehow like the way he talks, it's like, something like that. It was so funny. So there are quite many interesting 瑞哥英语，对不对？我觉得这哥们绝了，这哥们太搞笑了。And also 瑞哥英语 this guy, like, so the reason why he got so famous and got so many fans on TikTok as well, right? Not only on Red Note here in Douyin, and but also on TikTok, is the reason behind that is that he's copying trumpets so well, and somehow like he was also and also like somehow when iShowSpeed was doing this like live stream together with him, he was able to show the normal him. So normally when he was just talking as usual, he does not look like the American's big boss at all. Okay, not gonna mention his name. Somehow that is considered to be a bit sensitive. How like he was also and also like somehow these two guys are legendary. Like I love them so much. I love them so much. They're so funny. They're so funny. Yeah. 小西怎么这么客气啊？还您好，太客气了啊！直接 hello hi 就可以了。小西真是好有礼貌啊，好有礼貌。欢迎啊，欢迎啊！And for those of you who haven't followed me, don't forget to follow me, okay? Don't forget to follow me. And also here is our chat group, okay? Our followers group in here. Don't forget to join this group, okay? Don't forget to join this group. Yeah. 瑞哥，对，有多少人关注瑞哥？How many of you guys have followed this guy? Yeah. How many of you guys have? Well, actually, just seeing this person's video. How many of you guys know this person, or at least just know this person? Like, if you know this person, type a smiley face. If you do not know this person, type a crying face. So this person, like I said, like he's a Chinese, and somehow he does look a little bit like this American boss, and like he just copy the trumpet. I'm gonna just use his name, okay? I'm just gonna use a trumpet, and then somehow he was just so when he was like himself usual, like when he starts to smile and starts to talk like usual, he has nothing to do. He does not look anything like trumpet, but the moment he starts to make his mouth like this and start to make his eyes smaller and start to do something like that, he looks so much like trumpet. It was so funny. And you start to see a Chinese face, but like talking like trumpet, and that was so funny. Yeah, how many of you guys have seen him? Like type of crying, type of laughing face, type of smiling face, or laughing face if you have seen him. Yeah, yeah. He's so funny. He just imitates the tone successfully. Exactly. So if you look at his video, to be honest, basically he's just imitating the tone, and also imitating the facial expression like this, right? And also the hand gesture. So as a matter of fact, if you look at him, he himself does not look very much like trumpet like others. So he's not like if you so when he's not doing anything, like he's letting his face relax, right? Because in iShowSpeed, that was the first time I saw him when he was like totally relaxed and was just sitting right in there and just looking out of the window, or sometimes just smile and laugh. That was like the real him, right? When I saw the real him, I noticed that he was actually he do not look like trumpet at all. So somehow like by doing all that, like he's so much like trumpet. Yeah. So also, okay, so why we say that? Okay, why we say that? Okay, the reason why we talk about him is because I was saying that there were so many very creative KOLs here in China doing all sorts of very interesting videos. Yeah. 那个脸比脸盆大，这个记得哈，写他的名字的时候不要用直呼其名，OK？你可以用一些其他的这个写法。So OK，脸比脸盆大，你是中国人还是外国人？用英文讲还是什么？Okay, anyhow, so like 脸比脸盆大, just so you know, like when you write his name, just don't write his name in the comment, okay? Just try to use some other like Uncle Sam's boss or like trumpet, like I usually do. Just don't write his name, because there are people who have wrote those kind of names, and somehow their account got blocked from commenting and live stream. So there are consequences. Somehow those are not the kind of things that is liked by this platform. So that is a friendly reminder to you that just not restrict, just refrain from sending in those names. Okay. So you could talk about him, but just use another way of talking about it. Yeah. You're good at imitating as well. Oh, really? Like this? Like this? Yeah. I want you to, yeah. And somehow there was also a very interesting, a very funny talk show host here in Shanghai. Oh, I love him so much. So his name is called 71. Okay, 71 71. Okay, 大家小红书上面也可以看一下这哥们儿哈，这哥们儿超搞笑。So he's a Shanghainese. Okay, he's a Shanghainese. So he does lots of talk show here in Shanghai. I have watched his multiple of his talk show, and I've been watching so many people's talk show, but he's the only talk show host that was able to make me laugh every single time. Like every time I watch his talk show live, somehow like when I return home, just want to come back and watch his another talk show again. And he was so good. And also, so he would do one thing, which was to collect the notes from the audience here. And then somehow before the talk show, so there will be a QR code on the stage, and everyone can scan the QR code and start to, just type what are the kind of question I want to ask. It was so funny. It was so funny. 脸比脸盆大, and you are right about it. But well, it's up to you. Okay, you could just write that, but somehow there's a risk. Just depend on what kind of risk you want to take. Okay, so I was like you when I first started live stream. I talked so many things about this and that I consider to be not sensitive at all. But as a result, like my live stream got banned 4 days out of 5 days. I have live streams. So basically, after that, I learned it. And somehow I know that there are rules on this platform. I just need to follow this rule somehow. Like I know that, yeah, it is a pretty common word, but somehow you're not the one to decide the rules. So they could still say like you're writing something sensitive. They could still block your account. You know, there's nothing we could do. Yeah. So my suggestion to you is that just try to use some other words. Yeah. Do not use these words. Yeah. But it's completely up to you. Okay. Completely up to you. So, okay, back to the topic. So this guy called 71. So somehow like he had this kind of thing, which is like have a QR code on the stage before the talk show, and everyone could scan the QR code and ask him one question and for him to answer. So there are so many people asking about all sorts of questions. For example, someone would ask like, "Hey, if I want to cheat on my husband, what should I do?" So those kind of questions, and he would answer those questions like very very funnily. And so it was so funny that during that period of time, there was lots of tension between two countries around several weeks ago, right? When that rate, okay, that specific rate went to over 145%, 140%, right? 145%. Somehow, like there were so many people in his talk show just ask him this question, like, what's your view on this? Okay, what's your view on trumpet? And what's your view on this? And also someone even said like, if I want to assassinate him, what should I do? Something like that. My name is Jim Green. Okay, hi Jim Green. Yeah, that is also pretty legendary character. Yeah. And also someone even asked him like, "Oh, okay, what can I I want to assassinate him. What should I do?" During that talk show. That was so funny. You guys could also, for those Chinese friends, you guys could just go follow 71可以去看一下71在小红书上面还是在抖音上面置顶的一个视频。这个是哇，那个视频简直把我笑死了。It's in Chinese, but somehow it's like the content is pretty funny. So like this host, so he had this one thing, which is like have this QR code on the stage before the talk show, and somehow like people just came in and scanned the QR code and asked this question. And during 71, yeah, exactly wrong. Yeah, 71. Yes. So somehow like people scan the QR code and ask him this question like I want to assassinate Trumpet. What should I do? It was so funny, and you guys have no idea how he answered it. Like he was like, "Why are you guys asking me this question?" Like I can do anything like this. And he was like, "You see whether he's able to come to China? Like he does not dare to come to Shanghai because the moment he comes to Shanghai, he's gonna be something like that." It was so funny. It was like lots of very interesting interaction about about his reaction, like how he's gonna do. And also he was talking about so somehow like the title of that video was called like the battle between two men or something. And somehow he said, so at the beginning so before he talks about this part, he also was talking about someone asked him a question, which is a question about this a guy who has this so someone met a guy who was naked in public, something like that. And somehow he was discussing about that, and he was like, oh, maybe let trumpet meet this guy and they would be so happily together, something like that. It was so funny. Yeah, he almost got assassinated as yeah, I know, and everyone know about him. And I mean, like, because he had that and somehow he was able to survive it. So there's a saying here in China called 大难不死必有后福. If you do not die from a big disaster, you're gonna have lots of luck after. So that's what happened to him, right? So something worth the risk. Yeah, there were lots of like conspiracy around that. So not so sure what really happened behind that. Yeah, but somehow like back then when the election was there, like lots of people in China actually do hope him to be elected. But somehow after later on, after what happened, like everyone here basically just hate him so much. Yeah, yeah, somehow it was like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Why are we talking about it? Wow, oh my god, this topic actually migrated from one another so quickly. So I was talking to my husband yesterday. My husband was like, you know what, I was really dude, she was in LSE, that's in UK. Yeah, why are you talking about me from LSE? Yeah. Okay, so you could consider implementing that system here too. Oh, did you spend your college time in Canada? Oh, okay, so that's why I like my friend. 711711701哦，71就是你们搜一下7171，OK 71叫什么？好像叫71脱口秀还是什么，忘了，可以去看一下他那个账号。然后如果在上海的话，非常强烈推荐大家去看他的脱口秀哈。如果在上海的朋友，我跟他完全不认识哈，绝对不是说付费广告。这哥们我真的太喜欢了。Out of all the Chinese talk show hosts, that is definitely one of my favorite. 啊，我一个就是徐志胜，我很喜欢，然后下一个就是71。These two are my definitely favorites. 就是七一，OK 七一。So like that guy, like I like him so much. Like every time I watch his talk show, it was so funny. And also, I am an enthusiast, a talk show enthusiast. Okay, I really like watch talk shows a lot. So I would just bring my husband to watch talk show together with me. And like somehow my husband is from Northeast China. Okay, 他东北人, and so for Chinese people, all know that Northeast Chinese people have a natural sense of humor. So they themselves have a very strong sense of humor. Little Earth,你不要提醒我这个事，你提醒我这个鼻子过以后，我这个鼻子就会有问题了。我一定要做的一件事情就是忘记这一块，你知道吗？就春季很容易敏感，一敏感就会鼻子痒，所以我一定要忘了这块，你千万别提醒我 ，OK？ Yeah, so my husband was from Northeast China, and Northeast China is considered to be the area that in China people in there has a natural sense of a strong humor. So that's why, like, no matter, well, I brought him to watch lots of talk show hosts, and somehow, like, he do not consider many of them to be funny, even though, like, I consider many of them to be quite funny. But he was like hard. It's hard to make him laugh. A lot of time, he would just tease me and joke me and say that you have such a low laughing point, like that little thing. Could you make you laugh? That is nothing worth laughing at all. Something like that. He would say a lot of times. So I considered I am the type of person. Sorry, 同学，关闭。Yeah. So I was the type of person that like was so easy to laugh. I was definitely considered to be the type of person that is so easy to laugh. And guys, follow me please, okay? Follow me please if you haven't done so, okay? Definitely need more followers. If you are new in here, don't forget to follow me, okay? And also for every new people in here, just so you know, in this live stream room, we have this kind of a tradition, which is everyone in here, just keep on tapping the screen to sending likes, okay? Just keep on tapping the screen to sending likes. So everyone tap the screen to send over 500 likes, okay? Just form this habit of tapping the screen to sending likes whenever you watch this live stream room, okay? Yeah. And also follow me, please, okay? 还有谁没关注的? There are over 150 people online today, and you guys haven't really followed me. Don't forget to follow me, my friend. Yeah. Hi, Hoya. Welcome. Yeah, don't forget to follow me, okay, my friend. Yeah, so like my husband was really hard to make him laugh. Like for me, it was really hard. It was really easy. It is really easy to make me laugh. So in Chinese, we say like someone has a high laughing point or someone has a low laughing point. I am definitely considered to be the kind of person who has a low laughing point. There were so many times that like in the history that where everyone was basically just sitting there like usual and somehow someone said something like everyone was like nothing but I was just laughing to death. So well, that is also good, right? That is like how I'm able to live a happier life than others, right? Just little tiny things can make me feel very happy. And also, well, also maybe because of that, that's why like compared to others, when I drink alcohol, like it is so easy for me to become like so happy. Just a little bit tiny of alcohol. So like many people guess whether I'm good at drinking. Just so you guys know, like I'm extremely bad at drinking. A lot of my friends know it. I'm very very bad at drinking. 口头禅是 like，没错，玉婷口头禅确实是 like。So I really like drinking。我来试着把这个口头禅先这个控制一下，我们来开始一个挑战啊。Let's gonna start a challenge. I'll try to use as little like as few likes as possible. Okay, try to avoid using likes. 我来试一下哈，看看能不能行哈。That is so hard. Yeah. You are easily pleased by the comments sometimes. That is also true. Overall speaking, I am the kind of personality that is quite easy to be entertained and quite easy to be pleased. So also that's why when I start to drink alcohol, just one glass of wine or sometimes even less than a glass of wine is already enough to make me feel so hyper and so happy. If asked me to drink two glasses of wine, I am the type of person who can stand on top of the table and just give you a performance, give you a dance. And also, so people know, I have also said multiple times that my personality is extremely extroverted. And somehow here in China, there is a specific word to describe people who have extremely extroverted personality that is called 社牛,社牛,社交牛逼症. That is me. That is me. Yay, Tim. Why are you typing yay? Yeah. Yeah, feeling hyper yourself already? Are you drunk, Tim? Yeah. And guys, follow me, please, if you haven't done so, okay? Don't forget to follow me, my friend. Don't forget to follow me. So I am the type of person who are like that, okay? A tiny bit of 可以啊，兄弟，你做到了，做到了哈。目前为止没有用这个 like 哈，挺难的，这个挺难的，因为你要口头禅，就真的是讲话的时候要非常认真集中。I said I started this challenge because my friend called Yu Ting said that I have this habit of always liking to say likes during my talking. And somehow I said, okay, I noticed it. And I say, I will just start this challenge, which is from now on, I will just try to use no likes, try to use no like in my talking. Okay. And somehow when I started doing that, it was like, to be honest, really hard because like you're trying to get rid of a habit that you are having it for a long time. And somehow I've been doing it for a minute. And somehow I was able to do it successfully. And that is why like 玉莹 was 可以呀、啊。但是为什么你说可以啊，兄弟 ？Why are you calling me brother？哦，又一个，哎呀，被你抓到了，OK？真的吗？这个真的是，this is definitely subconscious，OK，subconscious。好了，玉婷，你现在来开始抓我哈，你来开始抓我哈，我来努力一下，尽量不讲哈，尽量不讲，OK？太难了，this is so hard，yeah。This is so hard, okay? So, okay, this is going to be the challenge today, okay? This is going to be the challenge today. So, today, during my entire live stream, I will try to use no like. This is my habit, but that is going to be a challenge for me. So you guys will be the one out there, play the game with me, okay? So if I say like, everyone just tell me in a comment. You said it, you use the like here, okay? So well, if I use this kind of word like in a sentence that needs the word like, that doesn't really count, okay, my friend? That doesn't really count. It's only during the time when I do not need to use the word like, but somehow I used it. That is the moment you need to just come in and say, like, oh, hey, you made this mistake. You said like. Okay, let's play this game. Okay, let's play this game. Okay. So I was saying that I am the kind of personality that is easily entertained, right? And I have extremely low laughing point. Here in China, we say someone who has a low laughing point, we call it 笑点很低, and I'm just like that. I'm just like that. Yeah. Ooh, wow, that is so me. That is so you. You're like that too, Shashi. A sip wine, everything you say, like Antonio. Yeah, and also lots of Chinese friends. You guys will notice, or people who are learning a second language. You guys will notice one thing. So when you are drunk, you are better at this language than others. Did I? Did I? Oh, okay. So someone said that. So back then, also when I was learning English, when I was drunk, somehow like you just wanted to show off your language, right? You don't feel so embarrassed, and also you just don't feel that you're so shy as before. So that is why you would want to just do whatever you feel like you could do. Wait, that is the right way of using it. You feel like you want to do it, right? That is the right way of doing it. That saying it, that is not, that doesn't count, okay? So somehow that is, oh my god, without using the word like, I do not know how to talk, oh my friend. Yeah, I like cigars more than weeds. 这个 context 下你可以用。Yeah，我知道，我知道。Yeah, so I feel like something 这个 context 下应该也是可以用的，OK？ Yeah. Oh my god, this is so hard. This is so hard. Oh my god, this challenge is so hard. What kind of wait, how to say 口头禅呢？口头禅英文怎么讲？ How to say 口头禅？ How to say 口头禅？ So what is the 口头禅 you guys have? What is the 口头禅 you guys have? Yeah, so when I speak English, like is the 口头禅 I use a lot. So I'm trying to get rid of this 口头禅 here in my live stream. And that is considered to be so hard. That is so hard. Yeah, so I was saying that I am the type of person just after a sip of wine, just after one glass of wine, okay, I am already okay to be super hyper, and I am the type of person who can just dance on the table and start to sing and dance and do not feel shy at all. Usually when I am in here, when I am like normal, I'm not considered to be a shy person. I could just go to any person and say hi and start a chat. No problem at all. Oh yeah, every time she says like we should say her one ticket fine, one ticket fine. Yeah. Pet phrase. Oh, 口头禅叫 pet phrase. Okay, what is your guys' pet phrase? Can you guys tell me in the comment what is your pet phrase? Okay, learning a new word today. I do not know 口头禅, how to say 口头禅 in English. Today learned a new word. Okay, that is called pet phrase. Do you guys have any pet phrase? 大家有没有什么口头禅? Just tell me in the comment what is your pet phrase. What is your pet phrase? 口头禅 to me, thinking noises. Wait, what do you mean? Like when you use it one time, when you say something, you always say thinking noises. That is a very unique, that is a very, very unique pet phrase. My pet phrase is you know. Me too. I use you know all the time. If you guys ask me to get rid of like and also you know and also to be honest, the three things at the very same time, I'm pretty sure I do not know how to say, how to talk. 我的口头禅是我去。可以可以。喂，丽贝卡可以吗？你不是在学校吗？在学校的话，这个也可以吗？学校不是说就是一点点小小的这种都算是有点点粗口的吗？我去其实已经算是所有的里边非常文明的了，但是在学校里面也可以吗？ What's your paraphrase when you speak Chinese? 我说中文的时候有啥口头禅吗？好像说中文的时候是没有什么口头禅的。I don't know. I don't think I have any paraphrase when I speak Chinese, or I do have some paraphrase during the time I speak Chinese, just that I'm not aware of. Yeah, 同事间，哈哈，OK。同事间，我和你说，哦，OK，我和你说，哦，这个我会用。我跟你讲，我跟你讲，我跟你讲呀，太多熊孩子了，很心累。你是教多大的学生？你教多大的学生？然后你是教多大的学生？你是教什么的？呀，What is your？我会说那个啊，那个。So what is the kind of pet phrase you guys use? So someone said that his pet phrase is 那个, and that is considered to be a very sensitive word. So somehow like 那个 has the kind of similar pronunciation as the N word in English that is bad to Black people. Somehow that is considered to be a pet phrase to many people here in China. 是啊，是直播吗？金城武，你叫全程武是吗？全程武，金城武，金城武还是很帅的。Parasite phrases. What is parasite phrases? Is parasite phrases similar, same as pet phrase? 我们在说口头禅，口头禅。Yeah, who call me ninja? Yeah，国际学校的初中和高中生，我做后勤工作的。哦，OK，那熊孩子还是很累的。Yeah，it's what you were talking about. Parasite phrase. So parasite phrase is another way of saying pet phrase. 我的女儿作文口头禅，然后很多个然后。哦，西西里，my Chinese pet phrase is 然后。I like to say a lot of 然后。I like to say a lot of 然后。I'm just like your daughter. I have this problem too. When I speak Chinese, I always say 然后。I know I have this problem. Somehow I just use 然后. So 然后, when you translate that directly into English, that means afterwards, after that. Okay. I use afterwards, after that in Chinese a lot when I speak Chinese. That is my pet phrase in Chinese. 还有可是这个我还好，但在讲中文的时候，我非常喜欢用然后。但是用了然后以后就会显得很啰嗦，并且有些时候就不是特别的通畅，但是我就会有这个问题。So my pet phrase for my English is like, you know, to be honest, these three words. So that's why I said if you are playing this game, this challenge, if we upgrade this challenge set to say that we cannot use like, to be honest, and also what's the third one? Like, to be honest, you know, yeah, the three words, then I do not know how to speak at all. Somehow from just now to now, I have not used a lot of, to be honest, you know, like I try to be really hard to get rid of those pet phrases. When I speak Chinese, I use a lot of 然后. These are not considered to be good habits, so I do need to get rid of them. But that is so hard. That is so hard. So I think like one of the great way is to make pauses. It is okay to make pause. The reason why lots of us use lots of pet phrases is because like we do not want to make pause. Somehow if we make pause, it just feels that I am not so eloquent. I'm not able to express myself very well. So, oh, thank you, this lollipop. So thank you so much, my friend. That is Sasha. Thank you. Oh, that is Candy, right? Thank you, Sasha. That is very cute candy. Very nice of you. So here in China, so here for me, if I try to, okay, so from just now till now, I have actually really refrained from using these three words. Like, to be honest, you know, like, oh, I just used one. Okay. And yeah, where were I? Yeah, I was saying that it's okay to make pauses. Like the reason why people do not want to use pauses but use pet phrase is because somehow they do not pause. It makes people feel they are more eloquent and better at expressing themselves. And people would also use a lot as a pause. Somehow just pause itself is good. So I have to be pausing. I have to be pausing from time to time whenever I need to think. So like for me, when I start to think about something during the pause, I would like to use the word, you know, that means that basically I'm thinking. So I'm just talking about something and I start to think, I would just start to say, you know, and then after the thinking, I just keep on talking about it. Yeah. Pet phrases may be used to adjust your volume when speaking to an audience. Yeah, 语速都变慢了，真的，脑子跟不上 Christy. Yeah, Christy was saying that the pace of me speaking has slowed down a lot since I started this challenge of not using, to be honest, like, you know, that is so hard. You can be sincerely, frankly, to be honest, is used when using alternative facts. Daniel, that is even harder. You're actually setting this up. I mean, you're actually leveling this up. You're asking me to use different kinds of ways to talk as a pause so that I don't use one pet phrase. I have to use like multiple phrases to use as pause. That is even harder. For example, if I want to think, I just pause, right? At least I know that is one thing I do. So I do not need to remind myself. So if you ask me to do things like that by using different types of pet phrase, every time I talk at this point, I not only need to pause, but I also need to think about what are the alternative pet phrase I need to use to do this pause. That is even harder. No, last time I said you can use pause techniques that and not I know. Too much thinking, just be natural. I know. So I was saying that the moment I started to not using any of the pet phrase, that is the moment that I just need to slow down to be very careful with everything I talk. But somehow for many people, that may be considered to be a better pace of talking because a lot of people would come to the live stream, ask me to talk slowly. So now this is great. Okay. This is great because somehow it is hard for me to control the speed of talking, especially when I start to talk about something, especially a topic that I really enjoy, I really like. I just speed up talking, and somehow the speed I talk will become so fast. People would just come to the live stream and ask me, like, hey, can you just slow down? So whenever we have people come in and said that, complaining that I am speaking too fast and we're just going to play this game, that I will not be able to use, like, to be honest, those kind of pet phrases when I talk, because I noticed that the moment I cannot use those kind of pet phrases is the moment that I have no choice but to slow down. Your speed is perfect for me, Howie. Thank you, Howie. Yeah, thinking is good. Talking without sense is dumb. What do you mean? Yeah. Oh, okay. This is hard. This is hard. You get too excited. Yeah, I get excited very often. So that is why I feel like that is good, because like your life is full of excitement, right? So like I said, a lot of things can make me feel excited. A lot of things can make me feel very happy. For example, if we have a trip that is coming up, I feel very excited. If I'm doing something new, trying something I haven't really tried before, I would feel like excited. If I just drink one glass of wine, I feel excited. If I go to a talk show and this talk show host is very funny, or just mediocre funny, which is like okay funny, not super funny, but because I have a very low laughing point, they can successfully make me laugh and I get excited. Or I meet a friend that I haven't met for a long time, I get excited. So I am very easily excited or easy to be happy. I am the kind of person who feel happy very easy, quite easy to be pleased. So like that is why, like, if you guys follow me, I feel happy. I noticed there are 160 people online right now. So if all of you guys follow me, I'm pretty sure there are people in there who are currently in the live stream who haven't followed me. If you guys follow me, 你还比较有趣，谢谢啊！连聊6分钟，啥意思啊？So for the 160 people, if you guys follow me, that will make me happy. If you guys tap the screen to sending likes for 500 times each one of you, that will make me happy. If you guys send in the comments all the nice things about me, you just praise me in whatever way. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this challenge. Okay, everyone starting from now, just writing the comment just to say something nice about me. Let's see what kind of the flowery words I can get from you guys. Okay. So let's see who can come up with the fanciest words in the comment. 我们来看一下谁最会夸人哈。Let's see who are best able at just saying something nice to others. Okay, let's see who's best at praising me. Okay, let's see who's able to make me laugh and make me like super excited and super happy. Let's see. Yeah, 我们来看一下，我们来一个夸人大赛哈，夸人大赛。Yeah, just try to me feel on top of the moon. Okay, so guys, now it's your turn. Okay, let's play this game. Just in the comment area, think about ways to share your opinions about me. Share your ways to praise me, like anything. Wait, why? The moment we started this challenge, nobody is typing in the comment. Oh my god, that is so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. Okay, guys, give me some interaction. Okay, give me some interaction. Yeah. OK，最好看的英文。我开始这个挑战了以后，就没有人在评论区说话了。That was so funny. The moment I started this challenge, now a lot of people start to type into the comment area. That is very funny. OK, yeah. Somehow the fact that you guys are, yeah. Yeah. Also, when I watch all those social media videos, lots of videos could also make me just laugh so easily. I like sharing a lot. I like sharing a lot. I would share 项链有链接吗？有。哎呀，你这个提醒我了，我那个 Eric，我要去那个我的那个店里边看一下，我的那个小清单上面，我把这个屏上去吧，这个屏上去，好像还没有上，那个我今天上去啊，Eric，你来关注一下我，然后在我的小清单里边，你留意一下，我让他们把这个屏上去， 把这个评上去，这个完全可以了。Yeah, super sincere. Okay. There's so many good things to say about you. Gotta saying thank you, Howie. Very funny. 我以为是外国人进来了，差点打电话了，啥意思啊？你要干嘛呀？打电话干嘛呀？你要打电话干嘛呀？干好呀，干好呀，朋友。Yeah. The host's language skills are strong and speedy. 啊，谢谢子月。Okay, you guys are very nice. Beautiful. Anything, anything interesting, anything funny? Like think about a funny way to praise someone. Think about funny way. Just try to be creative, imaginative. Try to use your imagination. Think about something interesting. Yeah. And guys, follow me, please. Okay, follow me, please, if you haven't done so. Definitely need more followers in here. Need more followers in here. Yeah. Every day, I feel like these nowadays, I can get a pretty high ranking in the 人气榜. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, 萌萌哒，谢谢 Dana. Wait, Dana, are you learning Chinese or you're Chinese yourself? You're using a very, very local kind of word. Yeah. 萌萌哒, that is only the Chinese people, the local and also the younger generation know how to say it. If you ask my parents, they do not know what it is and they do not say that. That is like so local. Yeah, that is like really keep it up, keep it up. You're doing great, Dana. You're doing great. Yeah. Yeah. Is it summer there? It is not some it is summer in a sense. Yes. So summer is usually June, September, June, July, and August. That 3 month is considered to be summer. But if you look at the Chinese calendar, Chinese lunar calendar, so I have shared with you guys before, we have altogether 24 smaller seasons, right? 24个节气. If you are looking at this 24 smaller seasons, according to the Chinese lunar 24 smaller season calendar, now is already summer. 因为已经立夏了嘛，所以现在应该已经算是夏天了。Yeah. Yeah, when I met Nytrix, it was the best thing that has happened to me in my life. Oh yeah, that is so nice of you to say that. That is so nice of you to say that. Oh my god. So nice of you to say that. Yeah. Okay, guys, follow me, please, if you haven't done so. And just so you guys know, for those of you in here new, this on Red Note, there on the right corner, this is our followers club. This is our followers club. Don't forget to join it, okay? Don't forget to join our followers club. This is our family. It is called 24 solar terms. Okay, 24个节气原来叫 solar terms. Fantastic. We're learning new words every day, learning about pet phrase and also learning about solar term. Yeah. 所以中国的宝宝们其实不仅仅是你们在跟我学英文，我自己也在学英文，在这个直播间里面学了好多。I remember the other day we were discussing about what this word is. Oh my god, I forgot. 妇科怎么说妇科？Gynecologist. Gynecologist. Is it gynecologist or gynecologist? Gynecologist? 妇科的那个单词。Gynecologist, right? I remember it's gynecologist. Yeah. So learning a lot of new words. 这个动作好像爱纯呐、爱纯是谁啊 ？Who's 爱纯呢 ？Catherine， 谁是爱纯呢？谁是爱纯呢？Do not know who's 爱纯。Yeah. So we were saying that gynecologist. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, gynecologist. So that is also the new word. I have learned a lot of new words since I started live stream. So the other day, my friend who's also a live streamer, Ashu, asked me, like, has your English really improved since you started live streaming? I was saying that, not really. Well, but from that sense, I do have learned. I did have learned a lot of new English words from the live stream from a lot of American friends. So that is terrific. That is terrific. So from that sense, my English did improve a lot since I started a live stream. Yeah. So from time to time, so even though I speak quite good English according to many, still there are a lot of words. So that is why like when I have live stream, I would have a phone beside me. So in front of me, there are two phones, right? So one is the phone to record me, and there's another phone in here. There's another phone in here to read the comments on Red Note, and there is a laptop screen in front of me to read the comments from TikTok, and also there's a phone beside me, which I just basically use that as a translator because from time to time there are times that I do not know how to speak certain words in English. I would just have to check it. So I have altogether, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screens in front of me. 5 screens in front of me. Yeah, that is pretty interesting. Yeah. So when I first started this live stream, it's not like this. Okay, when I first started live stream, it's not like this. When I first started live stream, it's basically just two phone. Okay, just one phone. Wait, just one phone. Okay, I just basically look at one phone, and now is the next level. Now is the next level. You must read. Can you read my last comment? Yeah, sure. What is the last comment? Let me go check it. Ah, your energy is so contagious. I feel now I can go to my office running. Oh, Shashi, that is so great. You're an inspiration to all of us. We adore you, Nytrix. Oh, hell yeah. You're so wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you to say that. That is so sweet of you to say that. You all are an inspiration to me as well, my friend. Yeah, you guys are inspiration to me. I have so many familiar faces, so many followers in here. I love you guys so much. Yeah. And guys, follow me please if you haven't done so. Okay, follow me please if you haven't done so. And somehow today's data is pretty good. We have over 180 people right now. Yeah, that is terrific. So like right now in front of me, I have altogether 1, 2, 4, 5 screens, like I said, right? So somehow it becomes more and more professional. So still one thing that is not so professional, and also like for this background. So before it was basically just curtain. Okay, so for those of you who are new in here, who are old in here, who's been in here for a long time, you guys know when I first started a live stream, it's basically just a curtain behind me. Somehow now it becomes a background. And I have tried multiple ways to make this background. 看来还是男人会夸人，真的太会夸，夸的我都真的